All right, welcome home, son. Welcome to the semifinals of the U.S. Amateur Championship here at Strokers, Palm Harbor. Opening break, Ernesto Bayaua versus David Rowell. We're racing to 7. Stuck like Chuck. Yep, first rack. Yes, sir. Going to 7. Get to 7, you stay alive. You don't, you go home. One or the other. Welcome everybody out on the Ustream chat. This is your Wild Man coming at you all 3Ds. I'm in 10D. Live, brother. Live, bro. Oh no. The 2-ball looks scary. I'm scared of it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Got a serious problem with this 2-ball. Now I think he can play from the 5 down table out, possibly, right where he's pointing. It's got that unusual Purple Heart cue there. Yeah, I'm not sure which way. Yeah, see, that's why I would have liked going from the 5 down between the 11 and the 14 there and try to hit the 2 ball on the backside of it, but that's okay. He's got Ernesto big trouble. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He's going to try to hope to get lucky, I think. I don't think he even knows. Going for the 14 ball. Oh, he tried to hit it. There's where he needs to be. Okay. First rack down, David Rowell from Alabama. Here at the U.S. Amateur Championships, where you need to be here next year. Go to usamateurchampionship.com. Find out how to play in your qualifying event. You will do this. You need to be here. This nice weather and great players. David Rowell from Birmingham, Alabama. He's been playing for 39 years. He's the 2000 U.S. Amateur Champion, the 2004 U.S. Amateur second place, 2010 second place U.S. Amateur, 2012 and 14 Alabama State Champion, and the 2015 runner-up. Plays in the APA leagues, 9-ball, 10-ball. Plays with his own cue, Rowell cues. 2001 over John Binion. 2004 second, 2010 second against Raymond Linares. He sees himself as the oldest champion of the U.S. amateurs at 54 years old. Yes, he's sure looking good. So he's got the early lead in this set. We'll see what he can do with it. Ernesto, don't let him get a hold of a chain though, because he'll start climbing fast. This is the result of that break he does, which is a second ball break, but he likes to bring the ball around the bottom of the table. And it makes this kind of pattern every time, which is difficult because of all this here. Got a great break. He's got a great 8-ball break. I love his 8-ball break. It's a little out of control, but I like it. He obviously knows how to play the patterns from his own break, so he's seen this over and over again. Ernesto's just sitting there in his chair trying to remain composed while David figures out what he's going to do. And hopes to get a shot. That can work. He's got 3 different balls he can play. Looks like he's going to hit the 1, 6-3, then the 8 in the side pocket, I would imagine, or up in the right-hand corner where his hand is. You want to get on and talk with us, Jason? Okay. You might as well. We'll hire you for next year. Oops. We'll hire you as a commentator next year. Sorry about that.
Who's been wearing this headset, but they got quite the large
big head
there. Wow.
Yeah, it's a couple giant-headed folks.
All right.
All right, so how
here.
long does it take to prepare for this event, the U.S. Amateur Championship? We're talking to Jason Bowman, the marketing director. What is that your title?
That's
Correct
my title. That's I've been called worse, but yeah, that would be my my official title. So yeah, it's planning for this event, planning for any of our events, really is a year-long process. Whether it's creating the promotional materials or managing the website to doing the preliminary entry, and then the preliminary rounds and then the qualifying, and so
keeping track of all that.
Yeah, and we've got a girl in the office, Nicole Dunn. She's really outstanding. She manages the program year-round, and it's like I said, it's pretty much all of our tournament programs. That's kind of a year-long process.
So it's pool for you all day, all night, every day.
Yep, eat,
sleep,
and drink pool. My wife works at APA. I work at APA. It's all of our friends are pool people. So yeah, it's a family. It's a family affair there at the APA, no doubt.
Well, that's a great thing about APA. That's why I really like the company, because it's, I probably can't even count how many people have met and got married, and whole families started off of an APA league, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I've had more than a few come up to me in Vegas and say, "Can I propose, or can you guys come take pictures at our wedding?" And in fact, my first time ever out there, the year was 2000. We had a guy come up and say, during the finals, can I propose to my girlfriend? And we thought, oh, that's kind of a cool thing, So we let him propose. We gave him the mic. Only to
she said
no. No, she said yes.
Okay.
Now I don't know that they ever actually got married, because as we found out later, they had just met that week in Vegas.
Oh my God.
So he was a little overzealous, I think.
Wow.
But we've got there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of stories out there about people that have met through APA.
Sure.
Because you got people from all walks of life, so. But this event is a little different than our usual stuff.
Absolutely.
This is an event that we open up to really everybody. There's some misconceptions out there. It's not just an APA event, the U.S. Amateur Championship, simply run by us.
Yeah.
But you do have members and non-members alike that play in the event. So we'd like to try to get really the top players from all over the country, really all over North America. I know we had a Canadian player here this week. So
nice. This is your premier event, right? Really, isn't it? I mean, this is your.
It is. It's a lot different than our events in Vegas. It's more quaint, I would say.
It's more like a pro tournament, really.
It is. The guys that come out here, I think class is a good word that goes with it. I mean, you're talking about an event that has no prize money. And I remember years ago, it was like people would say, there's no way that'll ever work. Not in the sport of pool. And it's really a credit to our founders, Terry Bell and Larry Hubbard, because they said, yeah, it'll work.
Yeah.
If you make the right event, create the right event.
Absolutely.
And so when these guys that come out, guys and girls that come out to this event, they dress a little nicer. The sportsmanship is always just outstanding. And I like to ask them, what brings you back year after year? And you get all the, the camaraderie, the how tough the field is. These guys love playing against each other.
Very entertaining too.
Most of them are familiar with each other. I mean, you take, for example, the 3 guys that are left in this tournament, all guys that have won it previously. You've got David, who kind of came out of nowhere in 2000, right at the end of Henry's reign, which was 1998, 99.
Okay.
You've got Ernesto, who won in 2011 and has had a number of top finishes.
Sure.
So, just a lot of really, really great players. In fact, for our staff, it's really I think most people would say it's our favorite to run because of the the good sportsmanship and just a kind of a different level of tournament event, if that makes any sense.
This is more like the style I'm used to. This is very familiar to me. That's why I think it works so well with Inside Pool, because this is run like a pro tournament. So these are amateurs, but they're very high level amateurs.
And I would be remiss if we didn't thank you for being here again this week.
Well, thank you.
Alvin,
you're
always working so hard.
Well, thanks.
I think you make the rest of us look a little bad.
No.
Working so hard while we're here, but
no.
We do appreciate all the hard work,
You
and
too.
hopefully all the people that are enjoying the event at home appreciate it as well. Because man, you work your butt off for this.
Thanks, man.
For the few days that we're down here. So
hey, I care about you guys. I want to make sure that everything goes without a hitch, and I try to hit my marks.
And I've kind of learned that Alvin's a little bit of a celebrity. Like he's got like this following. Like I think there's this world of people out there that are kind of digging Alvin. So he's kind of like a star behind the scenes here.
Yeah, they just get so much of listening to me. It's just osmosis, I guess.
Hey, you got a story that's interesting like anybody else, man. And so I know that. In fact, people should check that out on the website. There's a little story about Alvin out there. If you go to poolplayers.com, the USAM coverage, you can read about Alvin's background too, which is actually pretty cool. I'd suggest people check that out when they get a chance.
Yeah, I've had a wild ride, and I'm always about APA, man. This is I believe in the. I believe in the company, and I believe in the way that it brings people together, and that's just my style. It's good, clean fun, and while I'm digressing, David here's taking care of business.
He's doing some work, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's I don't think David's played in this event. I think 2012 was the last time we saw him.
Yeah, I saw him at the Derby City Classic.
Yeah, and we see him out in Vegas at our events. He's like a guy that plays in Masters, which is a great format, by the way, that kind of mimics USAM for our league, our upper echelon league players. No handicap, no coaching.
Okay.
Combination 8-ball, 9-ball. But haven't seen him here since 2012. Now, I'm not sure if he has failed to qualify a couple times because he comes out of maybe the toughest preliminary. That Alabama preliminary where you've got Robert Hall, you got Carlos Carter. I mean, you got all these guys. And plus, Richard Andrews is another one that I'm not sure if he was here this year, but
there's
a lot
a host of them
that come out of there. So they're well represented, no doubt.
Yeah, only the fiercest competitors
all
are going to be here.
All those Roll Tide fans.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, they played a little bit of a game last night. Every time we're down here for this event is always the LSU Alabama game. So we always when we get off work, we go check that out.
Nice.
Looks like somebody read your article here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yep.
There we
Snooker.
go. Somebody's paying attention. Thank you, Snooker.
Yeah, I came to the realization that's me. I'm the Wizard of Oz.
So has Ernesto had a shot here in a while? It seems like I hope he's not falling asleep over there.
Man, that is so brutal to be ice in the chair.
I tell you what, though, if there's anybody that can handle it, Ernesto's a guy that's pretty well, he's been around the block. In fact, he and Brian Parks, who didn't make it this year, multi-time U.S. amateur champion Brian Parks from Bakersfield, they played an outstanding match out at our amateur nationals in the Masters division back in August. I mean, hundreds of people in the room. It came down to the two of them, and again, a lot of great sportsmanship. Those guys hug at the end of the day, kind of thing.
Nice.
It's that all begins here at this event. That's how all these guys kind of start interacting with each other. So I imagine if Ernesto gets a chance to get back up, he won't be fazed by the long layoff.
Yeah, he comes out firing too. I've seen it before. He's just it doesn't bother him, like you said.
I'll be honest. I was surprised to see. Him take the loss to Henry. Henry's a great player, but it's been a number of years since he's placed real high. I think I was looking at the numbers. I think he was here last year. But I think he finished like 65th, which for Henry was pretty low. Ernesto was. They're both obviously undefeated going to that last match, and I kind of expected that Ernesto was the guy that would be making it to the hot seat. And Henry
just grinded him down, man.
Henry kind of took control.
Yep, he sawed him off.
So
one rack at a time, for sure.
That's that veteran experience. That's one
thing.
That's one thing I see here
exactly
year
what I was
after year.
about.
Is I think out of the final 8 guys today, 7 of them had played in this event previously.
Mm-hmm.
The one exception being Dix from South Carolina. It was his first year. Pretty impressive finish for him, for sure. But Yeah, usually it's these guys that have been around the block. I think Robert Hall finished in the top 8, and Eric Tang finished 4th.
Yeah, that's like the James Adams, great shooter, but he's going up against a guy that's got Eric, who has many more years of shooting.
Yeah.
And that experience is huge in the 1,000 more racks of 8-ball that the guy's played.
Right.
That's a lot of knowledge.
Well, and the combination race makes it real interesting too. Because some of these guys really dominate in one format or the other.
Sure,
and,
I saw that too.
When they're forced to play both, it kind of levels things out a little bit. So
definitely, I saw that too. In this guy gets ahead in 8-ball, and then as soon as 9-ball comes, the other guy's got a better break, gets shape on the 1, and just beats him in 9-ball.
Yeah. Boy, David looks like he's being pretty methodical here, though. And he's kind of like a surgeon, just keeps kind of picking away, picking away, picking away.
Yeah, his match with Henry lasted 2 hours. So if
it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
yeah. So it's.
Well, it looks like the viewers are sticking with us. About 300 folks out there watching us.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good today.
We're happy that you decided to tune in and check this event out. Very unique event. I know you were talking about the qualifying process. We'll open that up on April 15th. We'll start taking entries for the preliminary rounds, which take place like the 3rd week of September. So folks that are interested in getting involved in this event, you'll still have your chance come April 15th. You just sign up during the entry window. We'll assign you to a preliminary round. We do about somewhere in the low 20s around the country, different areas. And then obviously the top players advance here to the final round. So we've actually talked about maybe changing that up a little bit too and doing an early entry window to where, shortly thereafter this event, people that are interested can enter. They just have to wait a while to play in that preliminary. So we'll see if we make some changes to that. But the event just kind of continues to grow and grow in terms of popularity, which again is, most people in the billiard world, that would shock them, that there could be a tournament that at the end of the day, somebody's not getting a check for some amount of money.
Yeah.
And it's really for these guys. If you ask them, it's really about that title. And,
it's the title.
And we try to make that a huge deal. They get their name put on the Larry Hubbard Trophy, and that's on there forever. It's like our version of the Stanley Cup, if you will. So at some point, long after some of these guys may be gone, they will live on as always as U.S. amateur champion. And so that's something that we're real proud of. That the players have seemed to really embrace, and that's really at the core of what this event's all about. So.
No, that's great. And that takes the whole, it changes the way that you look at pool. And this is the way that it should be. Not every time, but once a year. It's just like it's a prestigious event. It's a title, and that's worth it. And it's not that there's no money. You guys put all the people up. You rent the entire DoubleTree Hilton, and I know that isn't cheap.
Which is a great place. Are you staying over there?
Yeah.
That
they
place
got me on the top floor, man.
I tell you what, if you've ever never been down to Tampa, or if you come down to Tampa, check out the DoubleTree at Rocky Point. That's where we've got all the players staying.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the other part of this, having this event down here in Tampa. We've had it here. This is our 6th year, I believe. Mm-hmm. People say, well, why don't you go back to this and that? It's like, well, because this is like a destination vacation / pool tournament,
It is.
And you're right. We do cover all the rooming and stuff for the players as they come out. But that hotel's great. It's like you just overlook the bay there. Well, and
I know it ain't cheap to rent the DoubleTree for 4 days, 5 days.
Picturesque. So
yeah, the titles is great, and the
title, the
just to remember,
it's just a weekend, and the weather this week has just been
great,
crazy. Yeah, it's November in Florida, and it's 80-something degrees.
Yep, that's why I come down here and stay. I don't go back.
Now today it's raining out, but that's good because that brings people in for the finals. We got a little bit of a crowd building here.
Absolutely.
So I expect by our finals this evening we'll have quite a few people here to watch.
Yeah, it's always great to knock the finals out here, and how you guys line everybody up and get photos, and it's just a great event. I love it. The news articles, and just a great event. Really appreciate being here. So let's see. He's got to do some maneuvering to get up table for his key ball, the last ball.
Just picking away.
Yeah.
Picking away.
While we're talking, he's
lulling.
Yeah.
Lulling Ernesto to sleep over there, maybe.
Yeah.
We need to zoom in and see how he's doing. He
looks
like
we'll
he's
get over there. Look at this nice shot. Wow, that was a great shot. See if that woke him up. Nope.
He's still awake. He's starting to. He knows how it goes. He'll get a shot.
He's watching football.
Just waiting for one mistake. Well, I was talking to him earlier. Apparently, his fantasy football team's doing pretty well today. So he may be pondering, his fantasy football moves while he waits to shoot. Trying to block it out.
That's tough when you got all that stuff going on in your mind too, because got to stay focused. Like Ralph Souquet, man, his eyes never leave the table.
Yeah.
If he's looking at, he'll close his eyes in the chair and just. He'll look up at the table. He just is completely absorbed with the table. I was talking the other day to one of the people we were talking.
Game for Rowell.
Like these top pros, they don't even know you're there. You look at them and they don't even see you when they're playing. It's like their mind is gone and they're just robots. And
just kind of zone it all out, block it all out.
Yeah, they're in a.
That's what the best athletes do. And you got 50,000 people in a stadium or something screaming at you. What else can you do? You're trying to hit a fastball or a curveball or whatever it is. So. Well, David is kind of taking a commanding lead here as we've been chit-chatting. 4-0. Yeah. Ernesto needs to catch a break. Not much fault of his own.
No.
David just seems to be, like we said, picking him apart slowly here, methodically. And
it's this break, too. Watch this 8-ball break he's got. He goes all the way around the bottom of the table. He jumped off the table one time. It's very risky break, too. It's a second ball break, but he puts some kind of strange English on it. Which I've never seen this. He's the only person I've ever seen do this break. But he'll clip off the rack and go all the way around the table with the cue ball. Looks like he's like putting a low English on it. He hits it real hard too. He went to the rail and back out that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure he got exactly what he was looking for
there. No, he didn't.
But
he's
still
okay.
Not a bad break, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it usually comes down to the bottom. But that was cool. It came across and he kicked one ball in. So.
Sizing it up there.
Yep. Ernesto's looking too. Yep, we're starting to gather.
Ernesto got a little frustrated back there.
Yeah.
A little shake of the head there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a second. Need to make sure we thank Jose and the crew here at Strokers. I'm sure you've probably done that numerous times over the weekend, but just to reiterate, wow, what a great. You know, if you're looking to play pool here in the Tampa area, Strokers, well-known pool room. Jose, of course, like most good pool rooms, are a result of an owner who plays pool, and Jose is a guy who definitely loves the sport. Of course, he's played in this event, a few times. I think he said he tried to qualify this year, but was unable to. So that's the quality of the event goes up. The players get tougher.
I like that.
It's harder, but boy, they work really hard to accommodate us.
They do.
We've been here.
Yeah, and the chef Freddie, he's so proud of his food, and he just wants to make sure everybody loves his food, and it is awesome. And yeah, Jose, they work really, really hard here. It's like a family-run kind of business, and they knock it out, man. They knock it out of the park. I know.
They're a big part of the experience. Without them, I don't know that we'd be here. So that's you can't have the tournament without a great facility, and they have that, which is another reason we continue to come back. There's just a lot of benefits to the Tampa area from the great airport, the convention and bureau that's really good with us.
Nice.
Of course, the location here, the hotel, just a lot of benefits.
Yeah. And there's other pool rooms in the area, like some of the other players come in here and they're playing tournaments. 2 p.m. there's a tournament at Hammerheads.
Right.
Down at Crooked Q, 9 p.m. tonight there's a tournament. So these players are coming in
rooms,
and they're keeping sharp on these other pool rooms, playing in tournaments and such.
Well, Florida's our largest state in terms of membership. So I want to say we got about 20,000 APA members throughout the state of Florida. So we've got Florida's big for pool. Of course, a lot of people in Florida in general, but.
I knew that. I didn't know that the APA was the biggest state, huh?
Our largest state in terms of participation. So yet another reason that we like coming down here.
Nice. Well, he's going to do it again, I think. He's got to get good on the 7 ball. He's on the wrong side of it.
See what he does here.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, he's going to have to play an angle. 11 ball. You get funny for him here. Yeah,
well,
he's okay. He ran right into it.
Didn't seem to phase him, did it?
Yeah, that's good. He clipped it right. He clipped it right. All right.
We are hidden back here behind the huge backdrop.
Yep, the APA curtain mega drop. I like that thing. It like folds up into a little box. You guys got it down, man. I'll tell you.
Well, we've been doing it a long time.
Man, you guys got it down.
40 years of doing this. So yeah, the big backdrop, the photo op backdrop.
Yep, they got their whole. Everybody's a fine-tuned machine on the APA crew. I think he's okay. And if you're just joining us, oops, that was no good. Need another camera there. We're at the 2015 Amateur Championships, U.S. Amateurs. David Rowell taking it 5-0. Ouch.
How many? When was the last time Ernesto had a shot?
I don't even think he had one the whole time.
He definitely didn't have one. I don't know if he's had one in the last 2 or 3 racks.
No, I think he's breaking and running. I like winter break format, but it can get out of control real quick, as you're seeing. Now we're going to 9-ball, so we'll see.
We'll see if that changes anything here.
I know David had a real strong 9-ball break too. He was bringing the 1-ball up table, pocket in the corner.
I tell you what, he's playing better, and I've, like you said, I've known David since he won his first title in 2000, and boy, he seems to be playing better than I've seen him play in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Very focused.
Sure.
He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, he's in the moment, man. He's a good guy. You can tell he's getting the rolls. Oh, and just as we're talking about his great break,
he
made the one.
He got it.
He got lucky. He hit him a little hard. That transition from 8-ball to 9-ball, that's so hard to be able to hit that speed just right. I like the cut break, soft cut break.
Yeah, I love the combination format. You really test these guys out.
I do too.
It's pretty cool. Try to run it all the way down.
Yeah, he's probably he's gonna play it safe. That's all right now.
So here's Ernesto.
Here he is.
Back.
Get warmed up. Hope he's warmed up. Not too cold. Yeah, I got all this.
In terms of running tournaments, it's never a bad thing when it goes fast, but we generally like, to have a closer match than what you're seeing here at this point. So we'll see if Ernesto can't get back in it here.
Doesn't have much of a shot, but he's got a chance to play a good safety. Nice. I think that'll work. I don't think he can even see. Maybe he can see just a tiny sliver of it. Too hard to tell from here.
I was wondering if we'd see the referee make his way over. That's usually the way I could tell if.
Yeah.
But let's see, Mark. I feel like he's got a.
Gonna just maybe masse around this 8-ball. Let's see. Looks like he can hit the clip the side of this. Wow, he actually could hit it pretty good. No reward, though.
Leave himself there. Yeah.
He's going to have to come with another.
Cosmo 8's talking about the Purple Heart shaft. Gotta love the look. Whose cue are we talking about there?
That's David's.
Is that David's?
Yeah,
he's got one of his custom cues.
Yeah, he's playing with a Purple Heart shaft.
He is. I know he does custom cues, Rowell custom cues. So I'm guessing that's one of his.
Oh yeah.
His own works of art there.
I've never tried one of those. So he's going to go off the bottom rail into the 2 and try to keep the cue ball behind the 4.
Nice.
It leaked, but I don't think it goes. I think the 4's got it blocked. But Ernesto.
Be curious to see how he handles this shot. It's got to be frustrating. You finally get up and you're barely getting anything to look at. You're just not getting much to shoot at. But like I said, Ernesto's he's a veteran of this event. He's
going to play it safe here. Just going to leave the cue ball.
There you go.
Somebody will
one shot at a time.
Eventually.
Yeah, we may play this.
Leak out.
We may play this for a little this game for a little while.
A couple more shots. Nice. I like that. Yeah, this is tough. You got to focus your attention on this, man. This commentating, it's the real deal. So
it's impressive how you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that and just the hours. You know, we kind of break our day up into shifts. You know, we have a day shift and an evening shift, and you kind of overlap and hanging out the whole time.
Yeah.
So I hope the viewers really appreciate you, Alvin. I really do.
They do.
Man,
they tell me all the time. I appreciate you saying it. Thank you.
I think you may have there's like an Alvin Nelson fan club. Is that right?
No.
Like T-shirts and membership kits.
Nobody else wants to do it, so I'm the guy.
You guys got to make sure you show Alvin some love. So what about after? So what do you do after this event? Where are you going?
Okay, I'll go
back,
to.
You going back to Cleveland? You gonna
for
the winter and hibernate? Or?
No, I'm gonna go to Key Largo, hang out for a while, go down to the Keys. Might go down to Key West, in my rabbit pickup.
Nice.
And
winter in the Keys. That's rough.
Yeah,
that's the life of a streamer,
man. That's
the life of a billiard streamer. Huh?
Yep, I'm working on editing footage for the billiard channel, and
that's cool.
Hopefully working on some different more streams in Florida this winter. I'll do a few more, maybe.
Nice.
Some couple rooms.
Yeah, this kind of wraps up our national tournaments for APA-wise for the year. We do have some state and regional events. You know, the Indiana State tournament will be in December, and we've actually got the border battle going on this weekend up in Niagara Falls. That's a really cool event that pits teams U.S. versus Canada, and that's a pretty cool event. So.
We did a really, really cool event up there in Canada with APA rules. It was that Clash of the Titans event. I streamed that several years ago.
Was that Toronto area?
Yeah.
Was that with Shane and
Alex and all that? Did you see that?
Rules?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, played our 9-ball rules, right?
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to do another event like that.
We get a lot of good feedback from the pro players on our 9-ball format. They tend to like it, and that's one that.
You guys got it dialed in. I love this format, too. I mean, this is great. But the pros don't like to play 9-ball anymore, though. They like 10-ball.
10-ball, yeah. Right. 10-ball's where it's at. Everybody always says, when's APA going to start a 10-ball
APL is not going to start a 10-ball format. Are they?
No plans to at this point. But, I would never say never.
Yeah.
Like anything else, the demand kind of leads to that, but most people kind of forget that the bulk of our members are lower skill.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to play 10-ball
2s, 3s, and 4s, and
there's so many more clusters in a 10-ball rack.
In a lot of cases, you've got tens of thousands of people that are just starting to learn 8-ball and 9-ball.
Yeah.
So let's we get them going with that. But again, I would never say never.
Yeah.
The Masters format is something that was new in the last decade or so, and obviously we haven't always had the U.S. Amateur Championship program, so. Things change, things evolve, especially in our sport that probably needs some evolving.
Yep. Me too. There's certain things, we can't. It's always best to keep changing and getting better, not getting stuck in the old ways.
Well, barring a major
out.
mishap, he's going to go on the hill here.
Ouch.
I didn't see it coming.
Jason, man.
And I don't think Ernesto saw it coming, but again, you've seen it kind of play out. Ernesto has not had much opportunity.
Couldn't do nothing.
Anything. So this is no fault of his. This is just David playing lights out at this point.
Yes, sir.
See if he can. We'll see if he can maintain this, but it certainly looks like he's going to finish up this game.
Sure did. Well, you're watching it here first, folks. The U.S. Amateur Champion semifinals, Hill 0 for.
I notice Ernesto's not conceding 9-ball here.
Yeah, he's not giving them up anymore.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of that this tournament.
Yeah, I have too. I'm surprised at him doing that.
It's they're
frustrated.
It's a show of sportsmanship too, I think. But I'm not a good enough pool player or golfer to concede anything. So whether it's a putt or a short shot, I'm making you take it one way or another.
The problem is, when do you concede now? Do I make the ball now? Do I not? Should I make it? Should I? It's a move. It can be considered a move too. So just make the ball.
Right.
If both players are in agreement, hey, this ball's easy enough that you and I could both make it then.
So 6-0 lead
yes,
for
sir.
David Rowell, Birmingham, Alabama. We'll see if he can see if he can finish this off here.
Man, we're going to have
he'd like to do more than that.
A 4-hour final repeat of the 2-hour race to. Uh-oh. Now, how come Brian Parks didn't play? Did he not qualify, or
I don't know.
Is he barred from the event?
No,
he's too good.
Brian's a great dude.
Yeah, he's not a pro.
He's one of those guys that represents the event really well.
Yes, he does.
Talked to him out in August, and it sounded like he was going to try to qualify, but it sounded like in between August and September when we had the preliminary round, he had something else going on that weekend. And
gotcha.
So, for a guy like him, he's won it four times now.
Yeah.
So
it's probably.
I think and he's all the way out on the West Coast, out there in Bakersfield. So
just taking a break this year.
I think he's just thinking maybe I'll give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, give somebody else a chance.
We certainly like to have him out, but it's always good to get some new blood into the event as well. So, but to my knowledge, he did not play in the preliminary round. So.
Gotcha. Okay, because I did have that question quite a bit.
Where's Brian Parks?
Yep,
yeah.
Why isn't he here? I said, I'll find out that. So I'm glad I asked you. It's good. Let's see.
Well, for so many years, so we always bring the defending champion back. We don't require them to qualify. So for a lot of years, he was coming back, with an automatic bid, kind of like Kenny did this year. And so he would have had to go through the qualifying process this year. But,
it wasn't the easy way in for him.
Not that he couldn't qualify otherwise.
Yeah.
But, just may have been
a longer road than he maybe wanted to travel.
He's certainly, he is he's kind of the bar now in terms of U.S. Amateur Championship success. So
yeah, he is.
I don't know that there's a ton more for him to accomplish at this event other than just really liking and enjoying playing in it, playing some of these guys that he knows so well.
Looks like that's going to be no good. Let's have a look from above here. No, he may be blocked from.
Hitting it just enough.
He may be able to play it down the rail, but that. Oh, he's looking at the carom shot. Not sure what he's looking at here. I think he plays.
I'm not sure if he's trying to anticipate what Ernesto might do based on what he does here.
That's a possibility. He must not. Yeah, he must not be able to pocket the ball. Okay. It looks like what he's going to do is hit the one ball down under the 9, possibly. It's just a guess.
Oh, wow, and it's over.
And it's over. Wow, what a finish.
Wow, just like that.
Man, thank you, Jason Bowman,
Alvin, it's
for
a pleasure.
joining us. Absolutely, sir.
I'll stop back by during the final round and chat with you a little bit. But, wow, folks, you just saw something else right there. Wow.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jason Bowman, for joining us, the Mega Man from APA. And you heard it there, folks. You heard all the answers you've been wanting to know. So what a great finish. That was an excellent match. So we're going to move on to the finals here at 7. Scheduled for 7. We'll be playing it in 10 minutes. All right. Okay, you heard it. You heard it there first, folks. 7 p.m. final, but we'll probably start earlier. Wow, what a match. Thanks for watching on the Billiard Channel. We'll be back shortly with the finals. David Rowell. That was excellent, sir. You did great. I love that finish. That was good. Good finish. Yes, sir. All right, folks. Stay tuned for the finals. I'm Alvin Nelson with Inside Pool. It's been an honor to be here with you, especially doing great interviews like that with Jason Bowman from the APA. Thanks everybody out there. I see you out there, Marty Herman University. Thanks for the nice comment. Snooker, I see you out there too, buddy. All right, Yins, have a good one. We'll see you next time here on the Billiard Channel, InsidePool.tv. Don't forget our other sponsors, RuthlessBilliards.com. Save money, be energy efficient, and GoGreen.com as well. Visit that website. PoolPlayers.com and Mueller's Recreational Products. Stay tuned.